Hello, I'm Alex Smith with a quick rundown of what you can expect this week on Radio Ecoshock. Despite the spring misery in eastern North America, the world is heating again as records tumble and more ice melts. We're in trouble, but world leaders are getting elected or hiding their money in Panama. That's their major concern. If our governments fail our children's future, is revolution justified? That's the question asked by Roger Cox. Now, he's a lawyer, a prominent Green lawyer in the Netherlands, and he's written a book about just that. He's not calling for crowds in the streets, but real justice. Cox sued the Dutch government and won, getting better reduction plans from them, and that's spreading all over Europe and into the United States through the Children's Trust. Here Roger Cox explained how it's done. Then one of our regular guests, scientist Paul Beckwith, is back with us to explain that we are in a climate emergency. Forget about 2030 or 2050. Abrupt climate change is happening right now, Beckwith says. We wrap up with an intriguing visit with a specialist on glaciers and the stories of the ancient climate. From the UK, Dr. Thomas Bosca is part of a team who recently published on an abrupt temperature shift about 55 million years ago. Now here's what makes that important. We've heard about other abrupt changes up to 5 degrees C or almost 10 degrees Fahrenheit that have happened in the last 100,000 years, but each of those has occurred as glaciers melt, and the glaciers were huge. These were ice ages that were retreating. But Bosca and others have found a time when the world was at least as warm as it is today and still experienced a 5 degrees C temperature jump in less than 50 years. And that's very important news because it gives us a view of what might happen to our world as we run this big experiment by burning fossil fuels. Nobody has ever put as much carbon into the atmosphere as fast as we are doing it. So I invite you to explore all of these guests this week on Radio Ecoshock. You can get more information, download the program to listen later, or listen right now on SoundCloud, all at our central spot, ecoshock.info. So go to ecoshock.info to get this latest program from Radio Ecoshock. I'm Alex Smith, and I hope you'll join me to listen.